After watching Logan, I found myself searching for a more serious story, with the hero pushing themselves to their absolute limits. I wanted something more serious, violent, and mature, which are usually not the words that describe the Marvel movies that were losing my interest more and more. The first thing that came to mind was Batman. I've seen the Nolan trilogy, so I had to go back to the comics, but wasn't sure where to start reading. A quick trip to the Newberry Comics and the employee recommended DC's Black Label. I began reading the White Knight, Hush, and Court of Owls storylines. I haven't read comics in a long time. The story, characters, and fantastic illustrations kept my eyes glued to each page. I enjoyed everything about these comics, and I was surprised how far they've come since I stopped reading the Batman mythos, or worse yet, reading in general. School has a tendency to make any type of reading work, especially if it's made for entertainment. After I finished my 6th Batman comic, I was getting a little tired of superheroes. Now don't get me wrong, superheroes are fun, but after seeing them so much in movies and shows, things don't feel super as they once did. I wasn't interested in seeing the usual template of hero A beating villain B. I needed something more grounded in real life. I wanted to keep reading comics since I should be reading more anyway. Maybe a graphic novel. Or manga? Wait, aren't those the flipped comic books that the anime kids read? Vagabond? The art is drawn nicely. I guess I can try this out. First time I've seen a parental advisory warning on a comic. Let's hope this is any good.
No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar, just as real as the bike though. Misunderstood, you could call me a typo. I shine hotter than the stars in the night though. Hate the who's, don't give me a title. Flipping in assets, so I don't worry the price though. Got scratched like Vino, leave it to the tribal. I ain't even trying to try though. I could do this with my eyes closed. If I got nothing on my goals, my girl ain't plastic, she don't even recycle. All these kids just wanna be idols. All these kids just wanna be rival. I need something way more than viral. I need something way more than viral. Gotta be something way more than idol. Be careful not to get too close, I might just go.
Now, before we get into Vagabond, we need to talk about one of history's most famous type of warriors. Samurais have been a part of movies and TV for a long time. Samurai, commonly defined as warrior or literally one who serves. Their iconic swords, armor, and violent dismemberment make them hard to forget when anyone learns of their history. In Japan, the most famous samurai was Miyamoto Musashi. He was born around 1584, killing his first man when he was 13 years old. At the age of 16, he fought in the Battle of Sekigahara. He is, as one historian calls, a kensai or sword saint, a person who strives to perfect the art of swordsmanship so that they can achieve spiritual enlightenment. In stark contrast, he also studied Buddhism and the arts. Musashi wrote a book called Gornido, or the Five Rings, for ground, water, fire, wind, and emptiness. Then he wrote Dokudo, The Way of Walking Alone. Vagabond's author, Inoue Takehiko, wanted to reimagine this legendary samurai. This comic was unlike anything he had made before. It required him to push his own self-reflection within Musashi. As his character killed his opponents and personal struggles grew, Inoue's own life was taking a toll as well. He fell behind the regular release schedule, having frequent writer's blocks with the story. In the 6th year of working on Vagabond, he hit a mental wall. He was completely stuck, unable to pick up a pen or brush. In 2004, he took a hiatus from drawing and struggled with his own inner problems.
なんでそこまでものを作るのに苦労しなければいけない
I'm probably doing it all wrong. I feel it is underhanded to draw people being cut down without going through some internal pain and suffering.
それにしましては自分のね奥をどんどん掘っていってで作品に自分を込めるっていうこれを大事だと思うっていうのはどうしてですかこれ
I really think in Vagabond's case, for story creation, digging deeper into my soul and finding the truth within has to be done. By doing it the right way and digging deeper and deeper into the self, all you are left with is a core without all the impurities. I feel that when you reach the life at its core, it's eternal and universal. That is why I think if you dig deeper, you will discover a vast expanse that is eternal.
1年間休むくらい追い詰められてたわけですよね。何が井上さんをもう一度書こうって奮い立たせたんですか
I didn't want people to think that I'm a quitter. I felt I had to draw it to the end. I knew that I was only stopping temporarily and was intending to continue on with this manga. I didn't consider stopping in the middle. I always held the desire to finish to completion. However, it took me 1 year to get back the desire to draw again.
Vagabond is a story that presents a reader with some life questions. What is fear? What is true strength? What allows a soul to mature and grow? And what will you sacrifice to truly achieve your goal? Inoue masterfully crafts the journey of Musashi and the people around him. When the story is not following the main protagonist, we learn about the other characters' wants and frustrations. With a large and memorable cast like Otsu, Matahachi, Jotaro, Takuan, Kojiro, and so many others, each person grows as the story progresses, making them feel authentic. They try to figure out how to live their lives in a meaningful way. Some pages can be filled with gorgeous landscapes of Japan, with moments of self-reflection. But others can be filled with bloodshed and anger. Any reader can be lost in the artwork of each volume. Inoue knows how to show the turmoil of Musashi's physical and spiritual struggles when trying to become invincible under the sun. Themes of loss, abandonment, love, and the relationship between a parent and their child are shown in Vagabond's panels. Musashi must build a physical and spiritual discipline to survive the path of the sword, accepting who he is and his choices, to focus on improvement over all things, striving to become the greatest swordsman in all of Japan.
I am where I am now because of drawing Vagabond. If it wasn't for this project, I would have not walked this path and be able to dwell on life and death or what it means to live. I am conscious of creating something that is with the times. But what is more important is no matter how many years go by, and no matter who reads my work, they are able to realize there is something that is eternal, something that resonates with people regardless of times in the country. It boils down to what it is to be human, if I accurately depict humanity.
Takehiko Inoue didn't start his career with Vagabond. He actually started it with one of America's most popular sports.
Stage is set for the Air Magic Show in the NBA Finals.